Hello and welcome to another Funko Pop video. So, obviously Deadpool and Wolverine is, I think it still is the biggest movie in the world. It is absolutely insane because of course this is a movie that has really, it's been wanted for a very long time. Ever since Ryan Reynolds was in X-Men Origins Wolverine as Wade Wilson. And that whole thing kind of just got botched. We were like, you know what, we need a proper Deadpool and Wolverine movie. So, of course, the movie was awesome. And actually, you know what, I should probably go change my shirt. So, now how's that? That is like a million times better. So, I mean, you probably won't even be able to see it from there. Whatever. Obviously, I went and got all of the Funko Pops, even though there was technically only one I wanted, which was ironically the one that I ended up getting last. So, we are going to look at all of them in the boxes and then out of the boxes. So, starting off with the smallest one, we have the Deadpool keychain. Now, unfortunately, with this one, this arm, I don't know if it's broken. I think it might be broken because when I got it, it was, like, the arm was off. And I just kind of put it back into place. So, I don't know, I haven't taken it out because obviously I'm scared that the arm's going to break off. But yeah, this is essentially just a shrunken down version of the actual Deadpool and Wolverine Deadpool Funko Pop, because apart from the ones I have, there's Lady Deadpool, there's like a glittery version of it, and then there's a normal Deadpool and there's a normal Wolverine. Those ones have not come here, so everything that's in stores now I have. So there's that one, and well, these are going in order, the order in which I got them, by the way. Then we have Wolverine and Babypool, an interesting combination, I'll be honest with you. This Wolverine is definitely different from the comics Wolverine, because of course you can see they had to add Hugh Jackman's beard. It's brilliant. And as for Babypool, you can see he is right there, or sheep, whichever one it was. I don't know if Ryan Reynolds' baby is a, I think it's a girl, but yeah. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds' kid, the next one is Kidpool. Of course, a character who really did not do much in the movie. I think all he said was, "Holy fuck, it's Peter." I think that's all she said. So yeah, I love the toy guns. I think that's a great touch. But yeah, again, we'll take a closer look at her when she's out of the box. But of course, Kidpool, brilliant. This was brilliant. And you know what sucks is whatchamacallit, I literally went to every single time we go to a different mall. I go to Toys R Us, Game For You. Game For You has, like, basically any store that sells video games normally sells Funko Pops. So of course I have to go there. Every Toys R Us, every Game For You, BT Games, those are like video game stores, always go there, every mall. Never had any Deadpool and Wolverine things, but then as soon as I was in hospital, my mom phones and says, "Do you have Kidpool?" And I'm like, "What? Kidpool?" They're saying, "Yeah, it's in fucking Toys R Us," and I was pissed off because obviously this, like, the one time I wasn't able to go, they get this new freaking stuff. And then next up is Deadpool and Headpool. Now, Headpool is an interesting character because I don't even know what he said in the movie. I don't know what he said, but he was voiced by Nathan Fillion, who is Officer Nolan in The Rookie. I mean, that's who he is to me. He was also in the Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But yeah, Headpool is an interesting character, you know, because there's so many ways to interpret who he is. You know, is he Marvel Zombie? Is he the Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine? Who knows? But the one that I wanted, it was on Takealot, which, if you don't know what that is, Takealot is basically like the South African online buying site. And it was there, it got sold out. I went to buy it again, it got sold out again. And clearly this is the one that everybody wanted. And I checked on eBay, and at least as of right now, the prices are pretty crazy. The one that I wanted, if I had gotten this first, I probably wouldn't have even gotten the other ones. Dogpool. Dogpool, I think everyone will agree, was a standout in the movie. She was flippin' adorable. And to think that she was voted ugliest dog in Britain is crazy. Oh man, I was so happy. I walked into a game for you today, and I was like, you know what? This place has been getting a lot of new pops recently. I don't know what it is. Like for so long, I've been collecting them for like what, a year, over a year, and they barely get new things. But for some reason, like these last like 2 months, they've been getting new stuff, new. Every week they're getting new stuff. It's crazy. They got this. They got the giant Pennywise holding Georgie's boat. They got some Jurassic World Dominion things. I don't know what's going on with that store, but I'm not complaining. Actually, I am complaining because my wallet is definitely getting hurt. But this was like an easy pickup. I went in, I took my wallet, but I was like, I'm not gonna get anything unless there's Dogpool. Yeah, you know what happened next. But now I think it's time we get all of these out of the boxes. And yeah, I know it might just make you cringe seeing these things out of the boxes, but yeah, in my opinion, you can't truly appreciate these things unless you see them out of the box. Okay, so starting off, we are going to start off with the same one we did earlier, and that is the Deadpool keychain. This looks brilliant. It is literally just Deadpool, like the shrunken down version. And yeah, you can still see that it has all the detail of the giant, well not giant, but the normal size Deadpool. But yeah, this is the arm that kind of broke off, but it seems like it's staying in. Actually, was it that arm? I don't remember. It was one of those arms, but one of them obviously. But yeah, you can see. I mean, his head does turn, which is interesting. But yeah, this thing is pretty cool. And basically the same size is Baby Pool. And Baby Pool is actually I think the only variant of Deadpool in the Deadpool core that actually survived. Well, not survived, sorry, but never got killed or attacked. Because obviously they all regenerated. But yeah, I think that this is just absolutely brilliant. I love how they made this, and even the fact that she has the little bottles on the side of her hips, that's brilliant because that is accurate to the movie. Oh man, this is this is really good, and as like a companion piece to the Wolverine, that's right. I think that this was definitely more than satisfactory. Then, of course, going with Baby Pool, we have the Wolverine, specifically Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. And this thing is awesome. You can definitely tell just by the beard. The beard is the main thing here that is telling you this is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. And it is awesome. I love that it's a different pose than what we saw. Like here, he's like crossing his claws. That is amazing. I love the detail on the belt. Of course, you got the X for X-Men. And yeah, it is brilliant. Look at that ass. So, it's fantastic, really. I love this version of Wolverine. And actually, we do have a comparison to make because that is the normal one. Actually, noticing now, he actually has the sleeves on, which is quite interesting, considering he spent basically half of his time on screen with the sleeves and then the other half without. So that's the normal one. And then this is the 50 years Marvel Comics one. And it's interesting. This one definitely feels like a better quality than this. Like here the head feels like it feels thicker. Here it's definitely like more hollow. But I still really like this Wolverine. I think they're both fantastic. Both comic Wolverine and movie Wolverine, I have an immense amount of respect for. And yeah, just seeing these two together, it's so good. It really, really is. So yeah, that is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Then who do we do next? Let's do Kidpool. This is Kidpool. I love the detail on this one because when I first saw it, I was like, that literally just looks like Deadpool. But then I actually took a closer look at it, and I love this. It reminds me of Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman from Batman Returns. You know, her suit, you can tell it was, you know, it looked like a real person made it. It was sewn together. It was messy. That's what this looks like, because obviously this is a kid, and I really really like this. And you know, I'm gonna say it for the both Deadpool pops here, this one and you know Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. I love the texture on the helmet and stuff. The same with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine actually. I love this texture that they gave it. It's fantastic. But yeah, even looking at the suit, obviously very, very kid-esque suit. I'm loving the shoes, the belt. It's fantastic. I also like that the logo. The logo's on there, and he's actually she's wearing a hoodie. I just realized that because those are I forgot what those things are called. Bollocks. Oh, it's fine. And then of course the toy, you know, the water guns is just fantastic. It really is. This, you can tell they put a lot of love into these Deadpool and Wolverine pops. I don't have Lady Pool. I don't really intend to get her. I mean, if I see her, I'll get her. But yeah, I'm just really interested to see the ones that they come out with in the future, because obviously there's so many things. There's an infinite amount of possibilities for their pops. They can make the entire Deadpool core. They of course have the supporting characters, you know, like Human Torch, Blade, Gambit, Elektra, all of them. But of course, they kind of just want to let people see the movie first, then they can make pops of them. Oh man, yeah. This Kidpool, oh, not the camera. Kidpool is fantastic. Then, moving on, we have Headpool. And again, you know, your interpretation of this character, I don't know what it could be. It's either the one from X-Men Origins Wolverine, or it is just like Marvel Zombies. And this is the one character actually who like has to be on a stand, because obviously Headpool has no limbs, so he has this helicopter on his head that spins. And actually I just realized they have the spinning detail on there. That's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. I love this, like the amount of detail in this thing. Again, look at the mask, look at the texture they gave it. It's brilliant. It really does give the illusion that this is a fabric material and it has been ripped. Oh man, and the skull underneath looks fantastic. The kind of old school helmet, I think they did a great job with. The indent on the head looks great. This is just overall such a fantastic companion piece to a Deadpool Funko Pop. But of course, moving on to the main dude, we got Deadpool. Of course, this is Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. And you know what? I'm loving this pose. I don't know what he's doing, but he is showing off that. Actually, sorry, never mind. I'm not going to be like that TVA agent. This is just fantastic. I love the pose. It's so Deadpool. And you know, he does need a stand, of course, because this pose is like really strange, because his one leg is literally half a foot on the ground. But I love that he's pointing to himself like, me. I love this. This is very Deadpool-esque, and you know, it's just fantastic. This is obviously Ryan Reynolds, because you could just see, compared to other Deadpools, like comic Deadpool actually, I can bring him in, you can see he's in a much more typical, he's in a much more typical superhero pose if he actually stays still. But yeah, I did get this Deadpool and the comic Wolverine way before I got these guys, and this is the 80th anniversary, I think, of Deadpool. And this is just, it's fantastic. It really is. But even looking at the base Deadpool and Wolverine Funko Pop of Deadpool, I think I still prefer this version, because here he's holding a sword, a sword and a gun, whereas that one is just holding both katanas. So yeah, I do still really like this Deadpool. And yeah, I mean, between the two, obviously I prefer this one, but this one is still fantastic. It really is. So between the movie ones and the for Deadpool and Wolverine, between the movie and the comics, I'm picking the movie. But now, of course, the main star and the one who I should have gotten at first, provided people didn't buy her out instantly, is Dogpool, Mary Poppins herself. Before I actually go into looking at the detail of her, I'm saying it now, she is surprisingly heavy. I cannot believe this. Her head is like, it's not hollow. I don't think you can see in there, but the hollow bit of the head, it's very, very thin. Like with the other ones, what's a good example? Like this Deadpool, the entire head is hollow. You can see in there. But here, it's actually, a lot of the head is solid. So this is actually really, really good. But this is just so freaking adorable. This is fantastic. Of course, it looks a lot like Deadpool. Like Dogpool from Deadpool and Wolverine, because of course this is supposed to be Peggy from Britain, and she was voted the ugliest dog in Britain. Can you believe that? I simply cannot, especially with that. Okay, the rat tail I can kind of understand, but the rest of her, like, come on, man, she's adorable. I was kind of confused as to why they didn't give, why they didn't make the hair, like the fluff, fur, like flocked, because I had the Cosmo Funko Pop from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that actually had the fluff. She was covered in fabric. In case you're wondering why I didn't show her in the the Funko Pop collection video, it's just because I ended up giving her to my friend, because I was like, you know what, she'd enjoy this. And obviously I did end up getting a dog anyway. Not a real dog. Not a real dog. Oh god, this segment is such a mess, but you know what, I'm gonna keep this in the video because this is brilliant. I love the goggles on Dogpool. The tongue obviously is just like in real life. Peggy is literally just walking around with her tongue out of her mouth, but it's fine. We love her anyway. The suit, I think, is just brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so adorable. And again, it looks exactly like her. It looks really, really, really good. And I genuinely cannot believe I found this, because I was so upset that I found every other Funko Pop from this movie except for the one I originally wanted, and that was Dogpool. Now, granted, obviously, there was nothing stopping me from not getting the other ones, but I ended up getting this anyway. And this isn't even going to be my last Funko Pop in like the next week, because next week there is going to be something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but let's just say it might be the best looking pop that I own. I'm just saying that. You might want to stay tuned for that, because that is going to get an entire video dedicated to itself, because it is going to be something awesome, something phenomenal. It's not like some crazy exclusive. It's not like a deluxe size or a jumbo size pop. It is going to be something truly just gorgeous. But yeah, speaking of gorgeous, I think that wraps it up for little Dogpool over here. I am so happy I have her. And now the Deadpool and Wolverine collection is complete. So yeah, please let me know your thoughts on the Deadpool and Wolverine Funko Pops, at least the ones that I have here. Which one is your favorite and why is it Dogpool? I genuinely can't think of anything negative to say on any of these pops. And you know, actually, I completely forgot to finish my point from the Dogpool, but when I was talking about the fur and why I was originally upset, the reason why I'm fine with it now is because obviously you just be doing the fluff on like parts of the pop, so it wouldn't really work, because like part would be plastic, part would be like fabric, so it would be pretty weird. But yeah, I love all of these things. I think they look fantastic together, and they truly are just a complete collection. You cannot just get one from Deadpool and Wolverine. These are some of the most adorable, some of the best, most unique pops that Funko have put out recently, and it is just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye.